Hi, everyone. Today, we're diving into something really important but often overlooked small talk. Small talk is those casual conversations we all have, whether it's with friends, coworkers, or even strangers. It's essential, especially when you're learning a new language.
That's right, Alex. Small talk is something that might seem trivial, but it's actually a key part of social interactions. Whether you're at a party, meeting someone new, or even just waiting in line, small talk helps break the ice and can make situations feel more comfortable.
Exactly, and it's especially important in English-speaking cultures where people love to chat about light topics. You don't always need to dive into deep conversations. Sometimes, all you need is a quick chat about everyday things to make a connection.
And that's the beauty of it. Small talk helps you build rapport without getting too personal. You can talk about safe, general topics like the weather or weekend plans. It's casual, but it can open the door to deeper conversations later on.
Absolutely. Plus, it's a great way to practice your English in a less stressful environment. Today, we'll break down common small talk topics and tips on how to handle them confidently.
Let's get started and make small talk feel like second nature for our listeners. One of the most common small talk topics and probably the easiest is the weather. People absolutely love to talk about the weather. It's the ultimate go-to topic when you don't know what else to say.
Exactly. It's a neutral topic, so it's safe to bring up in almost any setting. You can start by saying something like, "It's such a nice day, isn't it?" Or, "The weather's been really unpredictable lately." Simple comments like that can open up a conversation.
And the great thing about weather talk is that everyone can relate to it. Whether it's too hot, too cold, raining, or snowing, the weather affects all of us. Plus, it's easy for the other person to respond. They'll likely agree, add their opinion, or maybe even share how they feel about the seasons.
That's right. You can extend the conversation by adding more details. For example, "I hope this sunny weather lasts until the weekend, or I can't wait for summer." "Winter has been dragging on forever." These comments give the other person more to talk about.
Definitely. And what's nice about weather as a small talk topic is that it's non-controversial. No one's going to get offended by a conversation about sunshine or rain. So if you're unsure of what to say in a new environment, start with the weather.
It's a perfect icebreaker, and before you know it, you'll be smoothly transitioning into other topics. Another great small talk topic is weekend plans. People love talking about what they've got planned or what they've just done over the weekend. It's a fun, easy way to connect, especially if it's Friday or Monday.
Exactly. You can start by asking something simple like, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" Or, "Did you do anything fun last weekend?" It shows interest without being too personal, and most people enjoy talking about their downtime.
It's a great way to keep the conversation light. If they mention something interesting, like going to a concert or hiking, you can follow up with more questions. It gives the other person a chance to share their experiences and keep the chat flowing.
Yes, and it can also lead to shared interests. If they mention something you enjoy too, like trying out a new restaurant or watching a movie, you've just found common ground. You can then extend the conversation by talking about your own plans or experiences.
That's a great point. And even if their weekend plans are simple, like relaxing at home or catching up on sleep, you can still relate to that. Who doesn't love a quiet weekend once in a while?
Absolutely. It's all about finding those little connections that keep the conversation going. Whether you're making plans or just reminiscing about the weekend, it's an easy way to engage in small talk. Another small talk tip that works wonders is giving a compliment. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation and make the other person feel good. You can compliment anything, like their shoes, their hairstyle, or even their choice of coffee.
Yes, but it's important to be sincere. People can tell when a compliment is genuine, and it's an easy way to make someone smile. For example, "I love your jacket. Where did you get it?" That's a great opener, and it invites a response.
Exactly. Compliments can lead to more conversation, too. If they tell you where they got their jacket, you can follow up with something like, "I'll have to check that store out." Or, "I'm always looking for new style tips." It keeps the conversation going.
And the nice thing is, compliments work in both casual and professional settings. You could compliment a coworker on their presentation or a friend on their new haircut. Just keep it appropriate to the situation.
Definitely. And even if you're not sure what to compliment, just paying attention to small details can make the other person feel noticed and appreciated. It's a great way to make connections, especially when you're meeting someone for the first time.
Right, it's those little positive interactions that can make a big difference, and before you know it, the conversation has started and the awkwardness is gone. Another solid small talk topic is asking someone about their work or studies. People spend a lot of their time at work or school, so it's a subject most are comfortable talking about.
Yes, and it's a good way to show interest without getting too personal. You can ask, "What do you do for work?" or "What are you studying?" It's an open-ended question that invites them to share more.
Exactly, and it also gives you a chance to learn more about their life and interests. If they mention a project or field of study, you can ask follow-up questions like, "How did you get into that?" Or, "What's your favorite part of your job?"
It's a great way to keep the conversation flowing, and you might even discover common interests or experiences. For example, if you both work in similar fields or have had similar study experiences, you can bond over that.
That's right, and if they talk about something unfamiliar, it's an opportunity for you to learn. Asking questions like, "What's that like?" or "Can you tell me more about that?" shows that you're engaged and curious.
It's all about keeping the conversation dynamic and interesting. Plus, people generally like to talk about themselves and what they do, so asking about work or studies is a great way to get them to open up. Talking about hobbies and interests is a great way to engage in small talk. Most people enjoy discussing what they love to do in their free time, whether it's a sport, a creative activity, or just a favorite TV show.
Absolutely. You can ask questions like, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Or, "Do you have any hobbies?" These questions are open-ended and encourage the other person to share more about themselves.
And it's a fantastic way to find common ground. If you both enjoy similar activities, it gives you a lot to talk about. For instance, if they love hiking and you do too, you can share your favorite trails or recent adventures.
Yes, and even if you don't share the same interests, it's still interesting to learn about new hobbies. You can ask follow-up questions like, "How did you get into that?" or "What do you enjoy most about it?"
That's a great way to keep the conversation engaging. Plus, talking about hobbies often leads to more relaxed and enjoyable interactions. It's a chance to discover new things and learn from each other.
Definitely. So, the next time you're looking for something to talk about, asking about hobbies is always a good choice. Another easy and enjoyable small talk topic is food. Most people love talking about what they eat, where they go out to eat, and their favorite recipes.
Yes, food is a universal topic. You can start by asking questions like, "Have you tried any new restaurants lately?" Or, "What's your favorite type of cuisine?" These questions can lead to a tasty conversation.
And talking about food can also be a way to share recommendations. If you've recently discovered a great place to eat or a new recipe, you can mention it and ask if they've been there or tried something similar.
Exactly. And if they have dietary preferences or restrictions, it's a good opportunity to learn about them and maybe share your own experiences. Just remember to keep the conversation light and avoid any sensitive topics.
That's right. Food is a fun topic, but it's best to steer clear of controversial or personal dietary choices unless you know the other person is comfortable discussing them.
Overall, food talk can be deliciously engaging and lead to more lively and enjoyable conversations. Movies and TV shows are another popular small talk topic. Many people enjoy discussing what they've been watching or what's coming up next.
Absolutely. You can ask questions like, have you seen any good movies lately? Or what's your favorite TV show at the moment? These questions can spark a lot of excitement and opinions.
Plus, discussing movies and TV shows can lead to recommendations and shared interests. If you both enjoy the same series or film genre, it's easy to have a longer conversation about it.
Yes, and even if you don't have the same tastes, it's still interesting to hear about different perspectives. Asking questions like, what did you like most about that movie, can help deepen the conversation.
Exactly. It's also a way to connect over entertainment and discover new things to watch. Sharing your own recommendations can also make the conversation more interactive.
So next time you're looking for a small talk topic, don't forget about movies and TV shows. It's a surefire way to engage and connect. Travel is a great topic for small talk because many people have exciting or interesting travel experiences to share. You can ask, have you traveled anywhere recently? Or what's the best place you've ever visited?
Yes, travel stories often come with lots of details and enthusiasm. People love sharing their experiences, whether it's about a dream vacation or a recent trip. It's a great way to learn about different places and cultures.
And if they mention a place you've been to or want to visit, it can lead to a deeper conversation. You might find common travel interests or exchange tips on places to go.
Exactly. And if they talk about a destination you haven't been to, it's an opportunity to ask for recommendations or hear interesting stories about that place.
Travel conversations can be both informative and engaging. Plus, they often bring out positive emotions and exciting stories. So, if you're looking for a lively small talk topic, travel is a great choice.
Current events can be a bit trickier, but there's still a valid topic for small talk. It's important to choose neutral or positive news stories to keep the conversation light.
That's right. You can mention something like, did you hear about the new park opening downtown? Or I saw an interesting article about new technology. What do you think about it? These types of questions can lead to a conversation without causing discomfort.
It's important to avoid controversial topics, especially if you don't know the other person's views. Instead, focus on general interest stories or positive news that's likely to spark a friendly discussion.
And if the person isn't interested in current events, you can always switch to a different topic. It's just one option among many for small talk.
Exactly. Keeping the conversation respectful and positive is key when discussing current events.
Talking about local events can be a great way to engage in small talk. It's something that affects both you and the person you're talking to.
Yes, you can ask questions like, have you been to the farmer's market this weekend? Or did you hear about the art festival happening downtown? Local events are often interesting and relevant to both parties.
Exactly. These topics can lead to discussions about shared experiences or future plans. For example, if they mention a local event you've also attended, you can bond over that experience.
And if they're not familiar with the event, you can share details or express your excitement about it. This can keep the conversation lively and informative.
It's a way to connect over shared experiences and discover new local happenings. Plus, it shows that you're engaged with your community.
So next time you're looking for something to talk about, consider discussing local events. It's a great way to find common ground and keep the conversation flowing. Another angle is to share your own weekend activities. It's a way to open up the conversation and make it more personal.
Yes, you can start by saying, I had a great time at the new cafe downtown this weekend, or I spent my Saturday hiking. It was beautiful. Sharing your activities can invite the other person to share theirs.
And it's a way to introduce topics you're interested in, which might lead to more engaging conversations. For example, if you mention a hobby you love, they might have similar interests.
Exactly. Sharing your experiences can also make you more relatable and approachable. Just remember to keep it balanced and give the other person a chance to share their own stories.
Right. The key is to keep the conversation two-sided and make sure it flows naturally. Sharing weekend activities is a great way to do that.
Books and reading can be a fantastic topic for small talk. Many people enjoy discussing their latest reads or favorite books.
Yes, you can start by asking, have you read any good books lately? Or what's your favorite book of all time? These questions can lead to a rich discussion about different genres and authors.
And if they mention a book you've read, it can open up a deeper conversation about themes, characters, and personal opinions.
Exactly. Even if you haven't read the same books, discussing literature can be a great way to learn about different perspectives and discover new reading materials.
And if they're not into reading, you can always pivot to another topic. But book discussions can often lead to engaging and thoughtful conversations.
So, if you're a book lover or just curious about what others are reading, discussing books can be a rewarding small talk topic.
Asking someone about their personal achievements can be a great way to engage in small talk. Most people are proud of their accomplishments and enjoy sharing them with others. For instance, you might ask, what's something you've achieved recently that you're really proud of? This not only shows genuine interest, but also encourages them to share more about themselves.
Yes, and this topic allows you to explore what they value in their life. Whether it's a professional milestone, a personal goal, or a new skill they've acquired, talking about achievements can lead to deeper insights into their motivations and passions. For example, if they mention completing a challenging project at work, you can ask more about the process and what they learned from it.
Exactly. It's a great way to build rapport and make the conversation more engaging. When people talk about their successes, they often become more animated and enthusiastic, which can make the conversation more enjoyable for both parties. It also opens up opportunities to discuss related interests or experiences.
And sharing your own achievements can also contribute to the conversation. It's important to balance sharing your own stories with showing interest in theirs. For instance, if they talk about a recent accomplishment, you could respond with, "That's impressive. I recently finished a big project myself, and it was a huge relief. What was the most rewarding part of your achievement?"
Right. Keeping the conversation reciprocal and supportive helps maintain a positive interaction. It's about celebrating successes together and learning more about each other's journeys. By focusing on personal achievements, you're likely to foster a meaningful and engaging dialogue.
Sports can be an engaging and lively topic for small talk, especially if the person you're talking to is passionate about a particular sport or team. You might start with a question like, "Do you follow any sports teams?" Or "What's your favorite sport to watch?" This opens the door to discussions about games, players, and recent events in the sports world.
Yes, and talking about sports can lead to energetic and sometimes even heated discussions, which can be a lot of fun. If they're enthusiastic about a particular team, you can dive into conversations about recent matches, player performances, and upcoming games. For example, if they mention their favorite soccer team, you could ask, how do you think they'll perform in the next game?
And even if you're not a sports fan, showing interest in their passion can make for a great conversation. You don't need to know all the details about the sport. Just asking thoughtful questions and listening can go a long way. You might say something like, "I don't follow that sport closely, but I'd love to hear more about what makes it exciting for you."
Exactly. Sports conversations can also be a way to explore broader interests, like fitness or teamwork. If they're involved in a local sports league or hobby, it might lead to discussions about similar activities or shared experiences.
So, if you're looking to spark an engaging conversation, talking about sports can be a dynamic and enjoyable topic. Just remember to be enthusiastic and open to learning more about the other person's interests.
Technology is a topic that resonates with many people and can lead to intriguing conversations. You might ask questions like, have you tried any new apps or gadgets lately? Or what do you think of the latest tech trends? This topic is always evolving, so there's a lot to talk about and discover.
Yes, and technology discussions can range from new innovations and gadgets to software and tech habits. If they mention a recent tech purchase, you could ask for their opinion on how it's working for them or what features they find most useful. For example, if they got a new smartwatch, you might ask, "What do you like most about it?"
Exactly. And even if you're not a tech enthusiast, showing curiosity and asking questions can help you connect over their interests. Technology is such a broad field that there's usually something for everyone to relate to, whether it's a favorite app, a new tech trend, or how technology impacts daily life.
And technology conversations can also lead to discussions about future trends and innovations. For instance, you might talk about upcoming tech developments and how they might change the way we live and work. This can make for a forward-thinking and stimulating discussion.
So, if you're looking to engage in a conversation about something current and relevant, technology is a fantastic choice. It's a topic that often leads to exciting and informative discussions. Arts and culture is a rich topic for small talk, as it encompasses a wide range of interests and personal tastes. You might start by asking, "What kind of music do you enjoy?" Or "Have you seen any interesting art exhibitions lately?" These questions can open up a conversation about various forms of artistic expression and cultural experiences. Yes, and discussing arts and culture can reveal a lot about a person's preferences and values. For instance, if they talk about a recent theater performance or a favorite musician, you can delve deeper into their likes and dislikes or share your own experiences. Asking questions like, "What drew you to that artist?" can lead to a deeper understanding of their tastes.
And even if your tastes are different, discussing arts and culture can be an opportunity to learn about new genres, artists, and cultural practices. For example, if they mention a film or music genre you're unfamiliar with, you might ask, "What do you find most interesting about that genre?"
Exactly. Arts and culture are deeply personal topics, so these conversations can be both engaging and enlightening. It's about sharing and discovering what moves and inspires us, and it often leads to more meaningful interactions.
So, if you're looking to dive into a conversation with depth and personal touch, arts and culture is a wonderful topic that can lead to enriching and insightful discussions.
Fitness and wellness is a topic that resonates with many people, as staying healthy is a common interest. You might start by asking, "What's your favorite way to stay active?" Or, "Do you have any tips for maintaining a healthy lifestyle?" This can lead to a conversation about personal routines and health goals.
Yes, and discussing fitness can be motivating and informative. If they mention a specific workout or wellness routine they follow, you can ask for more details or share your own experiences. For example, "I've been trying to get into yoga. What's your experience with it?"
And fitness discussions can also touch on related topics like nutrition, mental health, and overall well-being. It's a chance to talk about how different aspects of health contribute to a balanced lifestyle.
Exactly. Fitness and wellness conversations often lead to sharing valuable tips and strategies that can benefit both parties. It's about finding common ground in maintaining a healthy and active lifestyle.
So, if you're looking to have a conversation that's both engaging and beneficial, talking about fitness and wellness is a great choice. It can lead to positive and encouraging interactions.
Family and pets are often heartwarming topics for small talk. Many people enjoy sharing stories about their loved ones and furry friends. You might start by asking, "Do you have any pets?" or "How's your family doing?" These questions can lead to friendly and personal conversations.
Yes, and discussing family and pets can bring out positive emotions and personal anecdotes. If they mention a funny or touching story about their pet, you can share a similar story or express your own experiences with pets. For example, "That's adorable. I have a dog too, and he's always getting into mischief."
And if they talk about family, you can engage by asking about family traditions or special moments. For instance, "Do you have any family traditions you enjoy?" Or what's a memorable family event you've recently experienced?
Exactly. Family and pets often lead to warm and engaging conversations that help build a connection. Just be mindful of sensitive topics and respect their boundaries if they're not comfortable discussing certain aspects of their personal life. Seasonal activities are a fun topic for small talk as they reflect current events and personal interests related to different times of the year. You might start with questions like, "What's your favorite thing to do in the summer?" Or, "Do you have any special plans for the winter holidays?" These questions can lead to lively discussions about seasonal preferences and traditions.
Yes, and discussing seasonal activities can bring out enthusiasm for various events and experiences. For example, if they mention enjoying summer festivals, you can ask, "What's the best festival you've attended recently?" Or what do you enjoy most about summer activities?
And talking about seasons can also touch on how people adapt to different weather conditions or plan their activities throughout the year. For instance, how do you stay active during the winter months? Or do you have any favorite winter sports or hobbies?
Exactly. Seasonal conversations often lead to sharing personal experiences and discovering common interests. It's a way to keep the conversation relevant and engaging as the seasons change.
So, if you're looking for a topic that's current and relevant, discussing seasonal activities can be a great way to keep the conversation fresh and enjoyable.
Food and restaurants are always a popular topic. You can start by asking, "Have you tried any new restaurants recently?" Or "What's your favorite type of cuisine?" This topic often leads to enthusiastic conversations about different dishes, dining experiences, and culinary preferences.
Yes, and discussing food can be a delicious way to bond. If they mention a restaurant they enjoyed, you can ask for their recommendations or share your own favorite spots. For example, "That place sounds great. What dish would you recommend trying there?"
And food conversations can also touch on cooking and recipes. If they enjoy cooking at home, you might ask, "Do you have any favorite recipes or cooking tips?" Sharing cooking experiences can lead to interesting exchanges and even new ideas for meals.
Exactly. Food is a universal topic that most people have something to say about, whether it's their favorite restaurants, recent dining experiences, or cooking adventures. It's a great way to engage in small talk and find common interests.
So, if you're looking for a topic that's likely to spark lively and enjoyable conversations, food and restaurants are a fantastic choice. They offer a lot of room for sharing and discovering new tastes and experiences.
Travel is another exciting topic for small talk. You can start by asking, "Have you traveled anywhere interesting recently?" Or, "What's your favorite travel destination?" Travel stories often lead to fascinating discussions about different places, cultures, and experiences.
Yes, and travel conversations can be very engaging. If they mention a recent trip, you can ask about their experiences, what they enjoyed most, or any interesting places they visited. For example, what was the highlight of your trip? Or did you discover any hidden gems while traveling?
And even if you haven't been to the same places, discussing travel can lead to sharing travel dreams and bucket lists. You might ask, "Where's one place you'd love to visit someday?" Or, "What's on your travel wish list?"
Exactly. Travel discussions often reveal a lot about personal interests and curiosities. It's a way to learn about different cultures and experiences while finding common ground in shared travel aspirations.
So, if you're looking for a topic that's both engaging and inspiring, discussing travel experiences is a wonderful choice. It can lead to rich and enjoyable conversations about places, adventures, and future plans.
Books and reading are great topics for small talk, especially if you or the other person is passionate about literature. You might start by asking, "Have you read any good books lately?" Or, "What's your favorite genre?" This can lead to discussions about favorite authors, recent reads, and literary interests.
Yes, and discussing books can be very engaging. If they mention a book they enjoyed, you can ask what they liked about it or share your own recommendations. For example, what did you think of the ending? Or, I've been meaning to read that book. What's it about?
And if you're both book lovers, conversations can delve into favorite genres, classic literature, or even book to movie adaptations. You might ask, do you prefer fiction or nonfiction? Or what's a book that really impacted you?
Exactly. Books and reading offer a lot of room for rich and meaningful conversations. It's a topic that allows for sharing personal insights and discovering new reading interests.
So, if you're looking for a topic that can spark thoughtful and engaging conversations, talking about books and reading is an excellent choice. It's a way to connect over shared literary interests and explore new ideas.
Hobbies and interests are always a great topic for small talk, as they reveal a lot about what people enjoy doing in their free time. You might ask, what are your hobbies? Or what do you like to do on weekends? This can lead to engaging conversations about personal passions and activities.
Yes, and discussing hobbies can be very revealing and interesting. If they mention a particular hobby, you can ask more about it or share your own hobbies. For example, how did you get into that hobby? Or I've always wanted to try that. What's it like?
And hobbies can also lead to discussions about related topics. For instance, if they enjoy painting, you might talk about art supplies, techniques, or even art exhibitions. It's a way to dive deeper into what they're passionate about.
Exactly. Talking about hobbies often leads to discovering shared interests and learning new things. It's a great way to connect and find common ground while discussing what people love doing in their leisure time.
So, if you're looking for a topic that's engaging and personal, discussing hobbies and interests is a fantastic choice. It's a way to get to know someone better and share in their passions.
As we wrap up our discussion on mastering small talk, remember that the key to successful small talk is being genuine and interested. Whether you're talking about the weather, sports, or personal hobbies, showing curiosity and listening actively can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Small talk is an opportunity to connect with others and build relationships, even through brief interactions. By practicing these topics and techniques, you'll feel more confident and comfortable engaging in casual conversations.
And don't forget to also share a bit about yourself. Small talk is a two-way street, and your own stories and interests can help keep the conversation lively and balanced.
Right. As you continue to practice, you'll find that small talk becomes easier and more natural. It's all about finding common ground and enjoying the interaction.
We hope these tips and topics help you in your small talk endeavors. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to more engaging conversations in future episodes.
Yes, thank you for listening. Keep practicing, and soon enough, small talk will feel like second nature. See you next time.